Yo, what is up, YouTube? Man, happy day to you. Guys,
MLB Network
we are in Colorado for the final, well,
it's Game 3 of the National League Division Series
for
the LA
Game
Dodgers
3 of the series.
and the Colorado Rockies.
We have a 2-0 lead. Good to be here in Denver playing this game.
Getting close to first pitch here.
Game 1 we won 0-4. I mean 1-0. In Game 1, Buehler won that one. And in the last video we won 4-8 if I recall, and I'm excited for this one. Antonio Senzatela is on the mound for the Rockies, trying to save their season here in Denver, as we are trying to end their season and make it to the NLCS, as Chris Taylor's going to lead it off. Day game in Denver, third game of the NLDS, and the first pitch from Antonio Senzatela will be fouled off from Chris Taylor. All right. A beautiful day here in Colorado. So happy it's a beautiful day. And these Rocky fans are trying to see their Rockies get a victory. That's its 0-2 right away to Chris Taylor. 0-2 pitch. And ball one. 76 degrees, beautiful weather here in Colorado. 1-2. Strike three on the slider. Great pitch from Antonio Senzatela. Man, that was rough. As that will bring in Matt Carpenter, getting his first postseason at bat. Letting Seager get the night off, or day off. This is going to be hit to Gary Hampson for the second out. The Phillies have a 2-1 lead over the Cubs and the other NLDS. The Yankees have a 2-0 lead against the Mariners, and the Cleveland Indians have a 2-0 lead against the Boston Red Sox. So that ALCS is looking like a Yankee and Cleveland matchup. 1-0. This one's fouled off. I just missed one right there with Brandon Crawford.
A great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there.
2-1, great take. Gotta have great takes to win great. You gotta have good takes to win some games, man. 2-1. This is gonna be hit to Story, and Story's gonna bobble it, and Brandon Crawford will be safe at first, as that throws offline, and Trevor Story, not a good start for him into this game. That will bring in Justin Turner 2 for 6 in this NLDS. Trying to have a good day here in Denver. First one from Antonio Senzatela to Justin Turner will be high.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Hit to left field. Right field, excuse me, and it'll be caught. Man, it feels so long since we've been in Colorado, man, because July 31st was our last series here, man, and like, it's been a long time since we've been at beautiful Coors Field, as Trevor Bauer will get the start for his first game of the NLDS, and this will be a bunt from Gary Hampson, and he'll beat it out safe at first. Man, he did that back in LA, man. We should have really expected it, but we didn't. As I'm expecting him to run, as this one's going to be rifled to right field, but the one and only Alex Verdugo got the first out.
Makes the play, 1 away.
So 1 out, and now that'll bring the one and only Nolan Arenado. There goes Hampson. The throw on time, and got him with a slide step. You can't be running on Austin Barnes, as Nolan has 2 outs now. To try and get on base, 1-1. 1-1 to Nolan Arenado. Cutter, and this one is going to untie the game here in the first inning. Nolan Arenado with the second home run of the series, and now runs into the freaking center field rock pile thing, or whatever you want to call it. Nolan Arenado gets his second home run in the series, man. Well, that blows, as that will bring up Trevor Story with 2 outs with the 1-0 lead, and ball 1.
And that misses for ball 1. His numbers against Trevor Bauer.
1-0 count to Trevor Story. 1-1, there we go.
Story is really a rare talent in your sport.
1-1 count to Trevor Story.
Player, as they say,
Popped up. This might be a play for
in a game
Bellinger
at
over there
any
at
time.
first into
Really
the
a
stands
joy
to
to
see.
watch. Not someone you want to take
No,
your
no
eye
play.
off of.
Yeah, this guy's worth
1-2, and these Rocky fans are
Just to
pretty
watch
loud.
his
1-2.
skill set, but not only that, the way
Up,
he grinds his
hits
plays,
Bauer,
very
Turner,
defensively.
bare hand, throw on time for the final out. Great play. But as Nolan Arenado cranks one all the way into the rock pile. Man, it's a 1-0 game, as that will bring up Cody Bellinger, 1 for 7 in the series. It's pretty rough. First one from Antonio Sens. Vitella will be a double for Bellinger. Now he's 2 for 8 in this series. And we got the tying run over there at second base. Good job for Bellinger right there. Now they'll bring up Jock Peterson, who had a great game, game 2 of this series, and looking to have another one here in Denver. First one from Antonio. Ball 1.
Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
1-0 count to Jock Peterson. This one will be fouled off.
For the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball.
1-1 to Peterson. 1-2. All right, 1-2 to Jock Peterson. Run over there a second. Strike them out, then Antonio. Great pitch. Man. And I'll bring up Alex Verdugo. 0 for 5 in this series, but he does have an RBI. Can he get his first hit of the NLDS?
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball, I mean, well, strike one.
Piece of that for strike 1. Verdugo, a 22-year-old. He was taken in the second round during the
0-1 to Alex
2014
Verdugo.
draft.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned
1-1.
himself into an absolute superstar.
1-1 strike to count. Bellinger leads off second with 1 gone in the inning.
1-1 to Verdugo. Fouled off.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
Man, rough start to the NLDS for Alex Verdugo. 0 for 5 with 1 RBI. Like, that's rough. 1-2.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Fouled off, staying alive. These Dodger fans here in Denver are really hoping that we clinch the NLCS today. 1-2.
Here's another 1-2.
Now 2-2 away from Alex.
Badly, it's ball 2.
Tony Walters behind the plate.
This guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare. A guy that's
fouled off. Alex Verdugo having a great AAB here. 6 pitches so far.
And
another fouled
off.
Another foul ball. If I'm not early, I'm late. If I'm not late, I'm early. Like, come on. 2-2. Now 3-2.
Misses inside and the
Full count. Alex Verdugo with
3-2.
the hot hitting Austin Barnes on deck.
Get back right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on
3-2
that
to
one,
Alex
so now
Verdugo.
full count.
And this one's roped past Daniel Murphy, and that will bring in the tying run. Alex Verdugo coming in clutch for the Dodgers here in the second to tie up the game. Man, that must feel very, very good for Alex Verdugo getting his second RBI in the NLDS, plus his first hit. That one was rifled. Hopefully that brings his confidence up just a tad, as here comes Austin Barnes. With the runner in scoring position. First one from Antonio. Up the middle, Trevor Story. Nice play. Trevor Story, man, he has such great range over there at second, and that will bring up Trevor Bauer. Trying to bring in another run. 1-1.
First pitch on its way.
Strike one.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. 2 outs here with a runner at third.
Oh, 1 to Trevor Bauer. Oh, 2.
Great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive.
Strike 3, and that will end the inning.
Miss at 1 in the dirt. And
But as Alex Verdugo ties it up with an RBI double, I'll take it, man, especially for Verdugo's confidence. All right, that will bring in Daniel Murphy to lead off the bottom of the second for the Rockies. First pitch from Bauer will be hit, maybe into the gap, but Chris Taylor will get there. Great freaking route. Good speed, too. And now that will bring in David Dahl for 7.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
First one from Bauer, strike 1.
And it's fouled away. Now the
0-1.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
We can get him to strike out here with the cutter from Bauer. This one's hit deep to the wall. Verdugo and misses it. And this is going to be an easy triple for David Dahl. So a triple for David Dahl. And now they'll bring in Raimel Tapia with Dahl over there at third base. First pitch from Bauer will be high.
A ball and no strikes.
1-0 count to Tapia. 1-1.
Might have been cheating for another fastball.
1-1 in the 1-1 pitch, cutter high. So far, Trevor Bauer's cutter has been really flat in today's game. The triple from Dahl, the home run from Nolan off of it, like it's really struggling as this is a slider. Will be popped up, and Matt Carpenter is playing second. Will make the play and throw home just for a practice throw. Yeah, and here comes Tony Walters. 1 for 3 in this series and taking strike 1 from Trevor Bauer.
Men on third with 2 down.
1-1.
Breaking ball stays high and misses for a ball. Walters
20 pitches for Bauer. 1-1. 1-2. Trying to get that cutter to get struck out. Well, trying to strike him out on the cutter, but he's going to be a pop-up. JT will run and make the final out after that triple from David Dahl. The Rockies can't get him in. I'll take it. And now they'll bring up Chris Taylor.
And in to hit next, it'll be the ever-versatile Chris Taylor.
Struck out in his first debut, the first one from Antonio, ball 1 inside.
Ball backs him out of the way.
1-0
the count.
1-0 to CT3, and now 2-0. 2 sliders will go inside. Just
sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches.
The curve and the slider go inside. 2-0. This one will be hit hard to left field. This ball's carrying, and this ball is gone. Chris Taylor makes it 2-1 Dodgers here in Colorado. Man, Antonio Sensvatella, he knows what's on the line for the Rockies, and he's not too happy about that one. But Dave Roberts and I sure are.
The Dodgers move out in front. It's 2-1.
We'll take it, man. That was a line drive home run from Chris Taylor, and man, he's been really heating up in the month of September. He came into this series kind of well. He was hot coming into this series, and happy with it as here comes Matt Carpenter with the shift on, and he's going to hit it right to Daniel Murphy. Antonio Sensvatella won't beat the throw. Well, Daniel Murphy didn't even make a throw, but that's going to be an infield single for Matt Carpenter. And now they'll bring up Brandon Crawford.
Obvious pitch recognition right there.
First pitch, ball 1 away.
Changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
1-0 count. Pitch to Crawford. This will be popped up, and Nolan Arenado with an easy play.
That's the first out of the inning.
So that's an easy play for Nolan.
So stepping in, Justin
bring up JT once again.
1 out and 1 on here in the inning.
First one to Justin Turner from Sensvatella will be ball 1 inside.
Slider laid off for a ball.
1-0. Counting the other pitch, grounder. Trevor Story only has one play.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough
Well,
play.
that was rough, as that will bring up Bellinger, man.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger.
See what Cody Bellinger could do. Had a double in his last debut. Can he get another run in?
First delivery to him on the way.
Popped up. And an easy play for Nolan, as he will catch it.
On the warning track.
Well, that was rough. But as Chris Taylor gives us the lead, man, we'll take it. We'll take it. Anything positive to help us be winning this game, that's what we want. First one to Sons Vitello will be strike one.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Hit to right field. This ball's gonna not drop. Verdugo, good speed coming in. 1 up, 1 out for Trevor Bauer. Now we gotta worry about the bunt with Garrett Hampson, man. You know he likes to pull that bunt down, so 1-0. But it looks like he's swinging, man. They're down 2-1. You might as well be swinging. 1-0. And this one's rifled into the stands. Well, before him. 1-1. 1-2. Great pitch right there from Bauer, trying to get a strikeout, man. 1-2. Not another one, but a strikeout. 2-2. Great take.
2-2.
That changeup is yet to be thrown, and he's going to throw it here in the third. Bauer will get a pop-up and then an easy play for Crawford. Crawford playing short, man. I took out Mr. Gold Glove, Corey Seager. Just because I feel like I'd have a little bit of a better bat coming in with Matt Carpenter. 1-0.
Inner third let go. It's a called strike.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here.
1 to Charlie Blackmon, now 0-2.
With the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking.
0-2. High fastball. 1-2.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Going with the changeup to Charlie.
1-2.
Hit the right field. This ball's carrying. Verdugo will make the play to end this bottom of the third. Let's go to the top of the fourth, man. We gotta relax a little bit. I feel like I'm swinging at a lot of things, trying to make it, trying to, put a bunch of runs on the board. I just gotta be calm to be able to do that 1-0. Like that, I swung at that one. I should have just taken it right away. Gotta relax myself here. 1-0. This one's gone. Jock Peterson made it 3-1. He crushed that bad boy, man. Jock Peterson have a series in this NLDS. Second home run in the series. Let's go. I'll take it, man. Jock Peterson will take it. 1 in LA, 1 in Denver, and this ball was towered. 108 off the bat. Look at that ball fly. Where did that ball land? That landed third deck. What a hit by Jock Peterson. That was unbelievable, as I will bring up Alex Verdugo.
Stepping in now.
First one from Antonio Sons Vitello. Hit it to left field. Not a good at-bat right there, but that's all right, I guess. As that will bring in Barnesy.
Now batting.
Riding in once again.
Man, that ball was freaking jacked.
So far this inning.
First one from Antonio will be strike one.
Called for strike 1. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far.
0-1. Ah, darn it, 0-2. Great. Good pitch right there, just a terrible swing, man.
Not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating,
0-2.
getting their eye level up.
1 and 2.
Fastball.
Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2.
Man, we're up by 2, man. Trevor Bauer, it's a game where...
Tried to hold up there.
2-2, by the way. It's a game where I could use the bullpen effectively. If I really feel like Trevor Bauer can't finish this game or get into the 7th, or maybe even the 6th, I got the bullpen who's ready now. This is going to be a out for Antonio. Lucky. Sons Vitello getting that out there, but I really feel like I could go to the bullpen and win this game. That's how good our bullpen's been this year. But, I want Trevor Bauer to eat innings, try and get through this, because you never know if there's going to be a game 4 necessary.
to make this pitcher work a little bit.
This is game 3, man, and we have a 3-1 lead here in Denver. As this will end the top of the 4th, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th with Bauer getting ready to see Nolan and Story. So this ball absolutely crushed. As this will bring in Trevor Story. Nolan Arenado with a solo shot and taking strike 1 from Trevor Bauer.
This one only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on
with the change up, 1-1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1 to Nolan Arenado. 1-1 count and this one's rifled to JT. He'll make a nice pick and throw him out over there at first. We'll take him now. Bring up Trevor Story, man. First pitch to Trevor Story, and this AB strike 1, really early swing. Trevor Story kind of struggling in this NLDS. Popping in the right, and Verdugo's gonna roll down and make this out.
Second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
And with 2 away now, we give you another glance.
Now they'll bring in Daniel Murphy.
And
first one to Murphy will be strike 1.
The big question is, will we see a sweep?
0-1 count to Daniel Murphy. Chopper, and that one will be fouled in. And an 0-2 pitch slider inside to Daniel Murphy. Chopped him into left, and an easy play for Peterson to end this inning. Let's go. So, 3-pitch inning for the one and only
back to the top of the order now, and in to hit next it'll be the ever versatile Chris Taylor.
For Trevor Bauer. This will bring in Chris Taylor. Hit a solo shot in his last at bat, and now he's gonna get a single right here. Oh, maybe a double. We're running hard. Chris Taylor will have a double.
And he's gonna get to second now with nobody out.
Chris Taylor, man, with the way he's been playing, he might be postseason MVP, man. As that will bring in Matt Carpenter. 50th pitch right here from Antonio Senzatella. It's already giving up 3 runs early. Ball 1. Muffin, shush.
For the 3rd time now, as he takes a ball outside, it's 1-0.
1-0 count to Matt Carpenter. Had an infield single in his last AB. Hit it so hard to Murphy that he bobbled it, and now it's 1-1.
Hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1.
1-1 to Matt Carpenter. Come on, Kirkle. 1-1. Now 1-2. Rockies bullpen warming up a Shaw and Chris Russin. Come on, Coco. 1-2.
The 1-2.
Fouled off. Staying alive, bro. We'll take it.
No one out with a
as long as he can stay alive. 1-2 to Matt Carpenter. Taylor over there at second. Oh, the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Staying alive is Matt Carpenter up at the plate, man. Looking to get one right down the middle or somewhere where he can rope it. 1-2. And should be 2-2. They don't say he went around. Yeah, I went around. I will admit to that one. I just don't. I just wish he didn't say I did, but I did go around.
Digging in, Brandon Crawford. No hits.
As that will bring in Brandon Crawford, having a little bit of a struggle in this game, but
first pitch to him.
And fouling that one off. Gotta stop swinging at first pitches, man. And I gotta be patient, man. Not being patient at the plate. 0-1 to Brandon Crawford.
Ready with the 0-1.
0-2.
And he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Waited a little bit too long to swing on that pitch. Now 1-2.
Certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. Taylor, the runner at second with 1 away.
1-2 to Brandon Crawford. Fouled off, staying alive. Pretty good AB here, 4 pitches. Not well, that's not that many, but it's been a good AB. 1-2. Now 2-2.
To Crawford.
Senzatella's energy at 60 pitches. Really going down. 2-2, 3-2.
Off and the count runs full.
I don't think that's good for Antonio Sanzbatella. 61 pitches and his energy's that low.
The 3-2 pitch. Check
Ball
swing
4, yep.
there, and did he
There
go?
it is.
No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
So ball 4, that'll bring in Justin Turner.
So 2 men are on with 1 man out, and that'll bring up the third
Then
baseman,
JT
Justin
make
Turner.
this a bigger lead for the Dodgers. First pitch.
of the at-bat.
Taking
In
strike
there
one
for
right
strike
down the
one,
middle
0-1.
pretty much. I'll take it. Just got to get a feel with JT here, man. Really been struggling with Justin. 0-1.
High in the air and drifting
And
out
I
to
should have swung
shallow
at the first
center.
pitch.
Story ranging into the outfield.
And I don't know why Brandon Crawford tagged. And I don't know why Trevor Story didn't throw to first. Interesting right there, and that would bring up Cody Bellinger, who got his second hit of the series earlier with his double. Let's see what we can do with Bellinger right here. Can't make the moment too big. Just got to play small ball.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off.
As I'm swinging at the first pitch, making the moment look too big. 0-1.
One and one to the Dodgers first baseman.
1 ball, 1
3
strike.
runs, 6 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far.
One, two. One, two to
Ready with the
Bellinger.
1 and 2.
Strike me out with the fastball.
And
Darn it.
as he's out of the... Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
That's frustrating.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Thank you, Heidi.
Alright,
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Down the first base line.
Bellinger, that one will
This
be
will
foul.
get foul for strike 2.
To the knuckle curve.
Lifted
The
into
hit
the air
into
out
center
towards
and an
center
easy
field.
play for
Taylor
a
is there.
CT3.
2 gone.
Up next to Colorado.
That'll bring up Tony Walters.
No, Dave.
Just on to Walters will be strike
And this
one.
pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game.
One and
It's something
I'm
to
an
be
0-2,
proud of
excuse me.
anytime you can pitch a good game in this
0-2 in the
ballpark,
knuckle curve
especially
hanging. I
when
know
it's
it
not
will,
great.
but it will be
And we'll
strike
have to
3
leave
on
it there as
Tony
this is
Walters
strike
looking at
3,
it.
And that will retire the side. Chris Russin takes
bring up
over to
Chris
start
Russin.
the 6th inning on the
Now
mound.
pitching for the Rockies.
Coming in to hopefully shut down the Dodgers. That's really what his attempt is. And here comes Peterson. He bombed one.
4 hits in 16 tries.
Yeah, bombed one earlier in today's game, man. He's having a great series.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
1-1.
Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Russin is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't
This one's
issue a
hit
lot of
foul.
free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, you have great stuff and you strike everybody out. Or, like this guy,
1-2.
not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone.
This one's gonna be hit hard to right field. This one is gonna be caught by Blackman over there, all the way in right field. Now they'll bring up Alex Verdugo, who has an RBI double.
Alex Verdugo, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Can he get another hit? First one from Russin, strike one with the sinker. Good pitch. That was a very good pitch.
Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Down and away,
1-1.
0-1.
Muffin, shut up. 1-1 to
No
2-1.
offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Swing and a
hit foul.
liner. Foul.
Come here, Muffin. Come up on the bed. Come on. Come on.
Here now the
2-2.
2-2.
And that will strike out Verdugo. Good pitch. That got me looking right there.
So
Bring up
2
Austin
gone now for
Barnes.
the Dodgers in the 6th, and the catcher Austin Barnes will dig into bat
First
next.
one to Barnes from Russin.
Weak
Be
grounder down the first
chopped over to
baseline.
first and an easy play for Murphy.
Right there, and he'll step on the bag himself.
Your
Mark
attention,
Reynolds.
please.
He's
Here
going to
comes
come
Mark
off the bench
Reynolds.
as he'll be asked to lead
Pitch
off
hitting.
the bottom of inning number
First
6.
pitch from Trevor Bauer will be strike
And
one.
he's behind 0-1. To short.
Hit Crawford.
Got it.
Throw him out over there at first.
On to first in
This
time.
might be Trevor Bauer's last inning. Yes, you might say I'm crazy, but look, 50 pitches.
The batter.
The pitcher spot will be leading off the top at 7. It's 3-1. He's had a hell of a game, but I feel like I want the bullpen to finish this game out. 1-0. 1-1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Hit
This
to
is
left
hit the other
field.
way
Jock
out toward
Peterson,
left
good
field.
speed, will get to
And
the
he
ball.
will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Got the shades on, Jock does. Pretty sunny here in Colorado.
Charlie Blackman, 0 for
The
2.
shadows are starting to creep in, and that's ball one. I
And
mean,
he gets ahead here with the fastball,
strike one to
You
the
know,
one
guys,
and only
sometimes
Charlie
guys don't
Blackman.
like pulling the trigger. They
0-2.
want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that.
0-2
Maybe
to
that's
Charlie
the case
Blackman, the
right
cutter inside. 1-2.
1 is that one didn't really threaten the inside corner.
This is the
1-2.
big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great
We'll strike him out, Trevor Bauer. That's the way he'll end his day. 57 pitches, like 2 Ks, I think. And only 1 run given up and only 3 hits given up. Let's go. What a day for Trevor Bauer. Ryan Shaw will come out. Trevor Bauer will come up. We're going to get to the bullpen. We're going to warm up. I want Pedro Baez warming up in the bullpen. And then for the pitch hitter, let's go with Max Muncy. I was going to go with Seager, but prefer Max Muncy.
Pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
All right. Max Muncy pitch hitting, and the first one from Shaw to Muncy will be popped up and an easy play for Walters.
Has a play, and that's
So
the
1
first out
pitch
of the
and
inning.
1 out for Brian Shaw. We'll bring up Chris Taylor, man. He's having a great day.
Here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped
First
get
one from
this
Shaw to
offense going.
CT3 will be strike
And he
1.
lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
1 to CT3.
Set and the 0-1.
And
Grounded
this
weakly
might be
down
a
the line
play.
toward third.
I want to say that was maybe a fair ball. You know, Brian Shaw grabbed it before it went foul. 0-2. I don't know what you want to call it, but 0-2 to Taylor.
And
They strike him out, Shaw will.
It's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
And now they'll bring in Matt Carpenter.
So digging in now, Matt
We're gonna make a little switch right here. We're gonna bring in Corey Seager.
Corey Seager will get the call to pinch
Hitting
hit here.
125
We'll see what he can do with 2 outs
in
and the
this
bases empty.
NLDS. Struggling, but that's alright. First one from Shaw to Seager. He fouled off.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score.
0-1. 0-2, good cutter inside.
Fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now. 0-2.
That's probably one of the best swings from Seager all this postseason.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is
Strike
over.
3 to Seager.
Corey Seager will stay
He'll
in
come
the
in.
ballgame now
We're
as he
gonna
comes
flip
on to play
Crawford and
second
him.
here.
Now playing second.
Pedro Baez will come in.
Gets the call
Look at
from
the
pen
season,
to take
this
over
season
on the mound
stats.
and start
Great
the
year
ball
for
7th.
Pedro Baez
Los Angeles. Number
for those
53.
42 innings of work.
Nolan Arenado will stand in again
Nolan's
as
gonna
we
come
take
in.
you
We're
back to
gonna,
earlier in the ballgame.
before we start
This
the pitch, we're
one
gonna
swing
make a
here
little
has
substitution
brought the
here. We'll
entire
just go with,
offense to this point as this home
let's go with
run is
Seager.
for the
Boom.
only
They
run
made their
so
flips.
far.
And now here comes Nolan. And the first pitch from Pedro Baez
Drilled to the
will be
right
hit
side.
right to Crawford. Crawford will miss it. Verdugo with the throw on time and will throw out Nolan Arenado.
And that That is a big out to lead off the home seventh.
What a play from Alex Verdugo over there in right field. What an arm. And what a save, man.
The throw comes in and they get the force
Let's
on the
go.
plate.
We'll
To be
take
honest,
it.
that
And
just
now here
can't
comes
happen.
Trevor Story, the first one. The Story will be strike one
Ball
for
on the first
Pedro.
pitch, and it's taken for strike one. Career numbers against
Oh,
Baez.
one to-
A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7.
Trevor Story now
Slider
0-2.
there gets a swing and miss.
High
This is what
fastball,
every
0-2
pitcher
pitch to
likes
Trevor
have.
Story, and that will
Another
strike him
0-2
out the
count. Really
fastball.
puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways.
Good
You can
job
go
for Pedro
fastball
Baez,
up,
man.
you can go
I
breaking
really
ball
felt
down.
like we needed to use him more in this
He's getting
postseason with the way he actually did in the regular season. He killed it. We didn't really didn't really use him as much as I feel like we should have. So these Pedro Baez, these postseason moments where I need a good pitcher, he might be one of them to come out and help us. 0-2 to Daniel Murphy. The fastball inside will be fouled off.
Out of the bullpen here.
0-2 and the two-seam away to Murphy will be ball one.
Holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
1-2 to Daniel Murphy. The change from Pedro Baez will be hit, and this one is crushed. Daniel Murphy makes it a one-run game here in Colorado. Well, that sucks for Pedro Baez, but you know, at the end of the day, that's a pretty frustrating home run to see because I threw the changeup inside and it kind of went down into the lower part of the zone as it's quickly 0-2 to David Dahl. Pretty frustrating right there for Pedro Baez, but it's okay because I know he could get out of this inning, and I still am relying on Pedro Baez to do what he does. 0-2, the change will be fouled off. Trying to get the strikeout. Pedro Baez, the two-seamer, fouled off.
2 out, nobody on.
The slide step with Pedro Baez, 1-2.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Gotta believe in Pedro, man. 1-2, and the slider will be rolled. Crawford doesn't make the play. That ball was hit so slow that it stopped rolling, and that will bring in Tapia. The runner at first pitch. Strike one. No one in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Really trying to get this to be Pedro Baez's inning as it's 1-1.
And realize you need a gapper to score this guy
1-1
first. If nothing
Ryan
less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
This one hit hard to right field. This one will be caught by Verdugo, and that will end the inning. But Pedro Baez gets homered off of by Daniel Murphy.
Now the skipper's on his way out.
And that will bring in Jake McGee.
That means we're going to have a double switch here. Jake McGee has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll
One
do
on the
so
warm
to
up.
start
Chapman and Dylan Floro in the bullpen.
McGee now playing center field and batting nine. Number 20, Ian Desmond.
First one from Jake McGee will be strike one to Crawford.
He gets the swing and a miss. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
0-1 to
Just
Crawford.
non-competitive pitches in some big
0-2.
situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today.
0-2
that
to
the
Brandon
pitchers
Crawford.
weren't
Jake
on point,
McGee
and
with
what
the
happens
pitch.
when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long
This
ball
will
was a
be
big part of this one.
hit and foul. Two, and now 1-2.
2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
One and two. The pitch from McGee will be a base hit. Maybe more for no. It's going to be a single for Brandon Crawford.
Here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
Hey, some guys
So that's a base hit right there for Brandon Crawford. Now they'll bring up Justin Turner, who's 0 for 3 in this game.
Boys, this guy's had a monster postseason so far.
First pitch from McGee to Justin Turner will be 1-0.
No swing apparently, ball 1. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado
This
bullpen.
game, man, is a nail biter here in Denver. 1-0. 2-0 to Turner.
Outside, quite a bit off
You're
the
Jake
plate that
McGee. You
time.
really got to find the strike
This
zone.
is the kind of count
Turner's
this guy
0 for 3 in the
feeds
day.
on at
He's
the
been
plate.
struggling. You
can bet
got
he's
to
here to
find
get
the
the
zone if
fastball
you're
right
Jake
here.
McGee. If you're Justin Turner, you got to be patient.
2 balls
2-1.
strike.
I got 2-1 to count.
Now that was a great pitch right there from McGee. Coming across his body to hit that inside corner on Turner. Great pitch, 2-1. But this one is going to be crushed. Justin Turner makes it 5-2 Dodgers here in the top of the 8th. Man, what a home run from Justin Turner. Took one fastball inside and was not taking the second one. Jake McGee maybe just gave this game up for the Rockies. Great swing by Turner. And Sun 1-0 will come out and pitch for the Rockies, as that will bring up Cody Bellinger. Same location, Jake McGee. Man, that hurts. Ball one to Cody Bellinger, and it really hurts Brian Shaw because I took it, man. I took the first fastball. You know, I kind of, I was trying to get a feel of his pitching, as it's 2-0 to Bellinger quickly. And then he threw the same pitch, and it looked like in the same, out of his hand, it looked really good, and I took that swing, as it's 2-1 now to Cody Bellinger. And I took that swing, and we got a 2-run home run with Justin Turner coming in with a big hit. 2-1 to Bellinger. Now 2-2. Now 2-2 to Cody Bellinger. This is gonna be a base hit.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
And now the pitching coach will come out. That will bring up Peterson.
Former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. First pitch.
He had a home run earlier, and this is going to be a get-through story. And back-to-back singles for the Dodgers. Now we'll bring up Alex Verdugo with a runner at second and first with no outs. Can Verdugo get more runs on the board for the Dodgers, hitting 125. Let's see what he can do here.
You very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are
throwing. Ball one low.
That's one of the keys too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw.
The shadows are coming in. The Rocky fans are maybe starting to think about leaving. 1-1.
Bellinger at second.
The Rocky fans are maybe thinking another disappointing season as well. 1-1. Now 2-1. And I wouldn't say it's a disappointing season though. Like it is, but it ain't for the Rockies. 2-1.
Right now to get back in the strike zone.
All even now.
Because you make the wild card, but the real disappointment is that Week 2 series against us here in Coors Field. 2-2. Strike 3, slow curve, very slow curve, and that will be the first out. That ball was so slow. As there goes Bellinger, and Jock and Tony Walters is going to drop it. But as a Rockies fan, you saw that first. You saw that week 2 of the season. Dodgers come in here, and we win, like, I think we got swept, or we lost 2 out of we lost 2 games out of that series. And it was pretty. It looked like it was gonna be a good season for the Rockies, and then we started to turn up, man. And all of a sudden, they couldn't do anything else. And you make the wild card, you face the Dodgers, and yes, you want to feel good about it. But at the end of the day, you're facing the best team in the league. We ended with the best record. We got the best pitching staff. And we have one of the best offenses in this league. As this will get away from Walters, and they're going to get Bellinger at the plate. Damn. But they're still down by 3. They got 6 outs to work with, and our bullpen got 6. We got to get 6 outs to win this. And they're going to strike out Hernandez. Sun 1-0. That curveball is filthy, but as Justin Turner will give us a 3-run lead, we'll take it. As we're gonna put in Aroldis Chapman.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher is set to take over now.
Tony Walters.
He is the
first pitch.
Left-hander Aroldis Chapman.
Way high, 1-0.
Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1.
1-0 count to Tony Walters. Now 2-0.
No strikes.
Well, this is the matchup
2-0 to Walters, and the 2-0 pitch.
But falling behind 2-0.
This one's crushed to center field. This ball's carrying. Chris Taylor will have enough room for the first out.
Room to put this one away, and that's the first
Well,
out.
that's all we needed Chapman for. We're going to bring in Dylan Floro.
For Colorado, Ian Desmond, lifetime line against Chapman. He's 0 for 4.
Worked 2 innings.
Floro answers the call now, looking
First
to get
pitch.
this one onto the 9th inning without any
Strike
trouble.
1.
Got him to reach out of the zone for that one. Strike 1.
Hey, let's
Well,
not
2 innings in
this.
his
This is a
in the last
huge
game
half inning right
in
here.
LA.
They have to find a way
0-2.
to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
In the
Will be
air,
hit
out
to right field and an easy play for Alex
Verdugo waits
Verdugo.
on it. He holds
2
it
up,
in without
2
any
out
trouble,
for the
and there
Rockies
are
in this
2
eighth.
away.
They'll bring up
And
Darren
now
Hampson
Garrett
hitting from that left
Hampson.
side.
And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not
And he's
looking
going to
too
hit
good
this
for
one
them
to
right
left
now,
field
Matt.
for the
They've got a
final out of the
significant
8th.
hill to climb, but
The
they've got to
Rockies
take it one
are down to
And
3
we'll have
outs
to leave it there as
from
the
losing the
players
NLC,
may
at,
be
I mean
in the inning.
NLDS and
1, 2,
losing.
3 go the
Well,
Rockies.
ending their season. Hold on, guys. I got this
5-2.
phone call.
Wade Davis comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close a game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. That ball is absolutely crushed. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game as they open it up to 6-2 now. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny,
As
D-Roll,
this one's
is
popped
I
up to
prefer
left.
pitch at night
Chris
games.
Taylor with another freaking solo shot. Oh my God, shut up,
That
Siri.
looks like it's the case in this one right here.
Another solo shot for CT3 coming through, baby. 4-run lead. Jansen. I'm gonna let Jansen close this game out. As here comes Crawford.
0-0 pitch.
Fouled off. Darn it.
Swinging a ball chop foul down the left side.
Man, Wade Davis, you had one job for the Rockies, and he gave it up, man. This game might be going LA's way, and we might be headed back to LA tonight to rest up for the Cubs or the Phillies. The Phillies have a 2-1 advantage over the Cubs, so we might be seeing them.
Pitch on the way. Swung out in the dirt. Strike
We'll
3.
strike out with Crawford.
And he
That'll be the
makes
second
throw to
out.
First. Crawford is
That will bring
retired.
up
2 down now.
Justin Turner,
The third base.
Ready
who
to take his
demolished the
chance
ball in
again.
his last
Justin
AB.
Turner, as he'll look to follow up the
See what we can
2-run
do here.
homer he launched over the wall last time up.
First
Yeah,
pitch
that
from
last
Wade
at
Davis
bat,
will be a
Danny, he turned
broken
that
bat.
fastball around. He didn't hit
Daniel Murphy will be able to make the play, but
And that
Kenley
retires
Jansen
the side.
with the 4-run leads
But the
gonna come
Dodgers
out and
add
close
on
this
courtesy
game.
of this
Well,
solo
not even
home
for a
run.
save. He's just gonna close this game up here
Now
at
the
Coors
plate,
Field.
Charlie Blackman. He'll lead it off with his guys
All
needing
right.
a 9th inning rally
Right
here if
field.
they're going to force a game
Kenley.
4. Kenley Jansen.
Here we go.
Mound
3
here,
outs to
not a
work
safe
with
situation,
before we
of
advance
course,
to the
because of
NLCS.
big lead, but he'll try to
This
finish it out
one
nonetheless.
will be cranked to
Swing
right
by
field.
Blackman, and it's
Blackman,
hammered to
this
right
ball
field.
is carrying, but it's gonna die down
Is
before
there,
getting out or
one
hitting it off the
away.
wall. 1 out for Kenley Jansen here in the bottom of the 9th.
Up next.
Digging
That
in
will
to
bring
try
in
it
Nolan
again.
Arenado.
Nolan
That ball
Arenado.
carried for a minute.
Ground ball last time out.
0-1.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
Nolan Arenado has a solo shot in today's game off of Trevor Bauer, and that was one of the big runs in this game
And
for the
he fouls
Rockies.
this one off.
And now he's down to maybe his final strike of his 2019 season in this postseason 0-2.
And now
We'll
he's
strike him
right
out
in
with the
there for a
slider.
called third
And that will be now it'll be up to Trevor Story to keep this game alive for the Rockies and keep their season alive. Getting 159 in this postseason. And Kenley Jansen trying to get that final out to make us get to the NLCS. 0-1. These Rocky fans are pretty quiet. Popped up. And Bellinger will end the game here. And we're going to the NLCS, baby. Let's go. NLCS bound had to win it here in Coors Field. Make these Rocky fans feel pretty sad. So I kind of feel bad for doing that. But at the end of the day, I shouldn't, because we are on our way to the NLCS to see the Cubs or the Phillies. I'm excited. Let's go. Just beat the Rockies. Man, that sucks for them, but for us, it's a good thing, man. We were celebrating here at Coors Field, and let's go.
If they don't get back to work in the NLCS.
So we're getting back to work. CT3, great game, and man, this game had to go to Chris Taylor. Man, who will start game 1 of the NLCS? Will it be Buehler, Kershaw, or hell? I'm thinking I'm going with the Reyes. That's my mindset. So like, comment, subscribe, guys, and I'll see you guys in the first game of the NLCS in the next episode. See ya.